Namaste. Welcome to Vedic Vidya. My name is Jeffrey Armstrong, Kavindra Rishi. Vedic Vidya is available exclusively on Chitty Media, English Channel, on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. IST. Our topic tonight is what is the Dharma culture of India compared to the faith of the three Abrahamic religions, or why the three world religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam only believe in one lifetime. First of all, let me remind you that there are millions of very sincere people all around the planet, maybe even billions, who are in varying stages of contemplation on these profound issues. So I don't want you to think that because I present a new version of a quite ancient view, and because I'm excited about it, I wouldn't want you to think I am disrespectful to those many people in various stages of growth and learning and understanding. It's not my place to say something is better than them or less than them. And as long as they're peaceful and friendly, as most of them are, then I'm pleased to know them and honor them and hear their story. And I hope that they will enjoy hearing this story and benefit from it. It's very important that we not, especially for those of us in the Vedic culture, because we see everyone on a long journey. Well, that means a long journey of learning. So we certainly don't want to disrespect the learning process, which is to have various conclusions in various lifetimes as you learn. The only ones we should be careful of, which we're now, I think, learning on a planetary level because of media, because of the mass media, it is that killing other people, robbing them, stealing from them, denigrating them, treating them badly, enslaving them, all of the things that happened in the name of religion for the last 300 years are not religion. The word religion is religare. It means bound by divine rules. I don't think that the people that went out in the name of the divine and were despicable and violent were representing religion. They were representing self-interest under the name of. So let's be careful that the name of and the actual meaning are understood carefully. And let's always be respectful to others from different perspectives. Whether they're not name brands or like the Veda, they are a name brand. And even inside the Veda, it's a library. You'll hear many different angles of opinion within that library. So I am not presenting myself, even if I sound positive and excited and definite, as an ultimate authority on this knowledge of India. There are many great gurus and acharyas and teachers, and I have benefited from them, and am simply repeating the brilliant things that I learned from them and later read myself in the Vedic knowledge. But the one that was most remarkable to me, because I was born in the West and born in a Protestant Christian family, and I wasn't at all traumatized by growing up a Christian. They were lovely to me and friendly, and it was fine. It's just as I matured as a thinker, the questions that I was answering, I found were not asked inside that religious tradition. Then I found out that it was mostly focused upon faith rather than upon knowing. So let me give you a word for that. In the Sanskrit, knowing is called jnana. J-N, it's a particular diacritic on the N, J-N-A-N-A, jnana. Our word know actually comes from that Sanskrit word, just as many of our English words come from Latin and then from Greek. So if you go back further, they come from Sanskrit. And the Sanskrit is jnana. The word gnaw, the way a mouse gnaws at a piece of cheese, that gnawing on something is also jnana. It's trying to understand it. Noodling it is another word. This noodling of it and trying to know it in various ways from different angles is a part of the ultimate study of all of our questions as human beings. So that's my disclaimer section. I am not ranting against people's religions at all. But I'm giving you a distinction. If Re Ligare is mostly faith-based, with limited amounts of text, with historical inconsistencies or large gaps in the presenting of that knowledge, then faith is the main way that people stay attached to that. Sometimes, at certain times in history, that faith was blind faith, and they were then misused in the name of that. And right now, there are missionary groups, so-called, from Christianity and Islam, that are going violently around the world and trying to impose their culture upon people with violence. I just would say to you, I don't support anyone doing that for any purpose, whether they call themselves Vedic, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, or none of the above. Don't take away people's basic human rights. Don't treat them despicably in the name of some higher truth. To me, that's the proof you are not acting on behalf of a higher truth. Now, having said that, religion is over here. It's fine, but it's faith. Over here is jnana. Jnana means a process of inquiry. And a true Vedic guru leads everyone through that process of inquiry. And through it, the first thing you encounter, which we now think is from science, but it's not, it's from India. So-called science now just got it from pieces of knowledge that floated out of India over the last thousands of years. This was the special ability of the people of India with the Sanskrit language, because it's a very scientific and perfected language, so it supports inquiry in a very scientific way, and a logical way, and a precise way, and words with very precise meanings. So if you want to take the not so smart, not always asking questions path, go right ahead, follow a faith-based path. But if you're inquiring, and you have an inquiring mind, as they say, if your manas, if your buddhi are hungry for knowledge, you'll love the Veda. So here's the first thing. The Sanskrit language has certain words that are root words in the conversation we're having. So I want to give you one of those. The Sanskrit word for what we call in English the laws of nature is ritam, R-I-T-A-M, ritam. The root of that is the word ri. Ri is the rules or laws of nature. No matter what you call yourself, scientist, yogi, religionist, there are laws of nature. There are rules of conduct. They're definitely well thought out, purposeful laws conducting existence for all of us. Procedures, you could say. That's called ritam. Now, that ri builds another word called dri, D-H-R-I, and dri means the essential nature of a thing, which, if you take it away, it is no longer itself. Observe, a glass and water. The dri, or dharma of glass, is to hold. If it can't hold, it's not a glass. It may be glass, but it's not a glass, as we use the word. And water is liquid, and if it won't move back and forth and be liquid and quench my thirst, it's not water. So the dharma of water is to be liquid. The dharma of cup is to hold. The dharma of chair is to be support for. The dharma of each thing is its particular essential nature. If you took that nature away, it would not be itself. So now here's how this is used. The culture of India, the whole civilization, and the purpose of its knowledge is not blind faith. It's direct knowing of Dharma. It's knowing and conforming to the laws of nature. That's Dharma. It's a Dharma culture. which means that everything has a particular use, every person has a particular nature. So your nature is called your Sva Dharma, SVA, one's own. Each one of us has a different kind of body. You'll find your body just does things differently, and so does your mental faculty. So those are called Sva Dharma. They're ways of categorizing all of the things that we are, without prejudice, just categorizing, just saying, oh, look how they work scientifically. That does that, that does that, that does that. That process of jnana, that process of analysis is the basis of a Dharma culture. Because we want to find out what is the essence of everything and how do I use it in conformity with the laws of nature, cooperating. Now, the same Ri then gave us the word Kri, which is the basis of the word karma. What we in English call cause and effect, scientifically speaking, is called karma. It's the way that the universe that we live in builds things out of cause and effect, using chains of cause and effect. The ancient civilization of India, of Bharat, as it was and is originally called, understood and articulated dharma and karma. And with that, they understood the laws of nature all interacted. The reaction would take time, so dharma also unfolds over time, which was called kala and is called kala in Sanskrit. Our English word calendar is from the Sanskrit kala, or time. The essence of something is revealed to us in the way it functions. We investigate it, find out what it is. Every food, everything has an essence. That essence is its dri. The way it reacts with other things is its kri. This is the way you proceed in learning and becoming enlightened in the Vedic culture. You don't start with blind faith, and you start with a premise that's different. Now, in the blind faith religions, there is no explanation of who we were previously. I have a degree in comparative religion, so I can say this to you very safely and solidly. There is no explanation of who we were, what we did previously, what realm we might have lived in previously, what we might have done to come here, and how we got here, nor is there a description of exactly where we're going, of its name, of what goes on there, of why we would want to go there. And yet these are the questions we should all be asking if we're question-oriented. If I say to you, there's this amazing place, you should go there, it only costs $10,000, you'd say, tell me more before I buy the ticket. So according to the Vedic way of thinking, we're all here deciding what ticket to buy, to go where next. And we chose to do that. So first of all, we're individuals from another realm who can't die, who decided to come here. The place we are now is called Prakriti. Hear the Kri in there, same Ri. It means pra, to produce, Kri, by cause and effect, iti, repeated again and again. The essence of something is its dharma. How it behaves is its karma. Then, kala, I'm giving you the scientific formula for Vedic relativity. Karma is over time. How much time do I have? A lot. That's why karma goes from life to life, because we don't cease. And we came here to learn and experience. We didn't come here, according to the Vedas, for one time only, but that is the big difference with the three Abrahamic faiths. They do not ask questions. On a bad day, the Muslims, the frustrated Muslims and Christians burned libraries. Not so nice. Desecrated other people's temples. Not so nice. The Vedic civilization has never done that because we are the thinking, thoughtful, ask questions, acquire knowledge, And there's room for faith and for other ultimate states of emotion, but we don't just jump to that. We start with where we are, asking about karma, asking about dharma, asking about where all this is leading us, asking about how to live in harmony with nature, and also with a premise. Now, you could call that faith if you'd like, or you could call that direct knowing. I would suggest to you that at a certain point, the experience of those who've seen it is direct knowing. At a certain point, you will have that direct knowing. And then you will be in a Dharma culture. What's the next thing you notice? Obviously, the entire universe was made by a great intelligence, by an amazing scientist. So why would you bypass that? Why wouldn't you study it? Why wouldn't you learn it? And why wouldn't you have many lifetimes in which to do so? Every time that a conversation like this comes up, the people who don't know to think many lifetimes get lost. They start having emotional reactions. They can't hold the frame. If you hold the frame correctly of a Dharma culture, you have an unlimited amount of time inside of the realms of matter. A whole universe can pass away, and you can still be rebirthing and experiencing everything that you could experience here. Think of it as a vast exploration that we're all on. This is not present in the Abrahamic religions. It is not that at all. It is a one-off, intense, dangerous moment. You can pay a huge price for any mistake, and you only get one try. Now, I have to tell you honestly, that sounds to me, there used to be a game on television called Beat the Clock. It sounds to me like a very dangerous game of Russian roulette and beat the clock combined. Like you're about to be shot and you have 1 minute. Go. So this leads to a kind of fanaticism and frightened attitude and, hey, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. But the Vedic culture doesn't do that. You don't see people in India going, don't hurt me, Lord, don't hurt me, Lord, don't hurt me, Lord. What you hear them saying is, it's my karma. If it happens, it was my karma. I created it. If it found me, there's an old saying in India that karma finds us, cause and effect finds us in certain lifetimes when it's time, the same way a baby calf finds its mother in a herd of 1,000 cows. If it's yours, it finds you. If you instigated it, it'll come back to you. If someone's opening a new account with you, there'll be a future reaction. But here's the thing to remember most importantly, that much of the fear in our world is rooted in modern science and the 3 Abrahamic religions, insisting the game must be played in only one small lifetime. It makes the whole thing uptight. It makes everyone frightened or angry or worried, or it makes them collapse and develop mental disorders. It's just not user-friendly. So personally, I call this Vedic worldview the university. The word universus in English means one turning in Latin. We're one great wobbling reality. Okay. Is that it for a few moments and then you're gone? Boy, that's depressing. The French existentialists were just terribly depressed about that, and rightfully so. It doesn't go the way you want, and you only get one life. You can't even order and get what you want on the menu, and you only have one life. So this, my friends, is up to you. You may choose either a frightened, dangerous, one-off, one chance, win the prize, or go roast endlessly. Or you might then try embracing Vedic Dharma, knowing you have a long time, knowing you're in a university with divine beings assisting in the distance all around you, with an ultimate inventor that is loving and majestic and amazing. But don't rush, don't rush. Take your time. Time is what you have. Why? You're immortal. You are the Atma. Vedic Vidya means shining the light of truth. Tune in to Vedic Vidya on the Chitty Media English channel, Sunday nights at 7 p.m. IST. My name is Kavinder Rishi, Jeffrey Armstrong. See you next time, and have a Namaste day.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.